Your thoughts have more power than you imagine. Every single day, whether you notice it or not, your mind is constantly speaking. Thoughts rise quietly, one after another, shaping how you feel, how you react, and how you interpret the world around you. Most people believe their struggles begin on the outside in their circumstances in other people, in situations they cannot control. But very often, the real battle does not begin around us, it begins within us. What you think repeatedly becomes what you believe, and what you believe slowly shapes the direction of your life. That is why the Bible places such importance on the mind. Because true transformation does not begin with changing circumstances. It begins with renewing the way we think. Negative thoughts rarely arrive loudly. They come quietly, subtly, almost unnoticed. They question your worth. They remind you of past mistakes. They whisper fear, doubt, and uncertainty. And if they are allowed to stay, they slowly begin to shape your inner world. God never intended your mind to be a place of constant anxiety. He created your mind to be a place of clarity, peace, and trust. Scripture teaches us that the mind can be renewed, that our thoughts can be aligned with truth, that peace is possible, even in the middle of difficulty. Many people try to change their lives by changing their environment. They change jobs, they change routines, they change relationships, but they carry the same thoughts with them wherever they go. And because the thoughts remain the same, the results often remain the same as well. True change does not begin on the outside, it begins in the inner world of the mind. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you consistently plant there will eventually grow. If you plant fear, fear will grow. If you plant worry, worry will grow. If you plant doubt, doubt will grow. But if you plant truth, faith begins to take root, and where faith grows, peace follows. This is not about pretending everything. It is fine. It is not about ignoring reality. It is about choosing where your attention rests every single day. You wake up with a choice. You can allow your thoughts to run freely without direction, or you can gently guide them toward what gives life. This takes practice. It does not happen overnight. Negative thoughts may appear automatically. That does not mean you are weak. It does not mean you are failing. It simply means you are human. What matters is what you do next. When a troubling thought appears, you can pause, you can acknowledge it, you can decide whether it deserves a place in your mind. Not every thought is a message from God. Not every thought reflects truth. Some thoughts are simply noise. Some thoughts are shaped by fear, past wounds, or uncertainty. Spiritual maturity involves learning to discern the difference. The Bible encourages us to take our thoughts captive, not to be ruled by them, but to examine them in the light of truth. Ask yourself gently, does this thought bring peace, or does it bring fear? Does it draw me closer to God, or further away? Does it strengthen my faith, or weaken it? Over time, this practice begins to change the atmosphere of your mind. What once felt overwhelming becomes manageable. What once caused constant anxiety begins to lose its grip. This does not mean challenges disappear. Life will still bring difficulties. Uncertainty will still arise. But a renewed mind allows you to face those challenges differently. A renewed mind does not deny difficulty. It faces difficulty with trust. It understands that God is present, even when answers are delayed, even when the path ahead feels unclear, even when the outcome is unknown. Your thoughts shape your words shape your actions, and your actions shape your habits. Over time, those habits shape your life. That is why changing your thoughts can change your direction. God cares deeply about what happens in your inner world. He sees the silent struggles. He who understands the unspoken worries, and He desires to give you peace, clarity, and hope. But that peace begins when you surrender your thoughts to Him. Take a moment today to reflect on what has been filling your mind. What thoughts have you been replaying? What worries have been occupying your attention? Are your thoughts building faith or feeding fear? Are they drawing you closer to peace or pulling you deeper into anxiety? You were not created to live controlled by negative thoughts. You were not created to live in constant inner conflict. You were created to live with a renewed mind, guided by truth, faith, and hope. This renewal is not a one-time event. It is a daily practice, a daily choice. Each day, you can choose to release one fearful thought and choose to hold on to one truth. And slowly, gently, your inner world begins to change. Let this be a reminder today: your thoughts matter, your mind matters, and with God, your mind can be renewed. Remember this: when your thoughts begin to change, your direction begins to change. And when your direction changes, your life begins to reflect the peace and purpose God intended for you. And remember, this is only the beginning.